Well, hi there, this is DBT, and alright, it's finally time to play Prodeus. And I say finally time because I've been waiting for this game for quite a while. But the reality is that it's not gonna be my first time playing it. I've played about, I don't know, an hour and a half already. I was playing it last night on stream. So I have some experience with the game, and actually it helped me to gather some of my thoughts on this game. Although probably I'm still gonna be rambling, but that's alright. So, the very first thing that I have to say about the game is that it definitely matched my expectations. So that's not to say that it's the most amazing thing ever, but it's fucking awesome. So I don't know. I know that's a kind of a contradicting statement, but I'll talk about it as we go through. One thing I do want to mention, however, is that the menu looks very much like it's designed to be played on a TV. I don't know, a couple meters away from you, because everything is too big. I feel like everything is right on my face, and since I use a big monitor too, relatively big, all of this menu seems incredibly in your face. Look at this thing. It's like, oh shit, wait, I have to look so far away to see the option. I know that's something stupid to be complaining about, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that it feels like the menu is way too big. But hey, whatever. So let's go ahead and continue the campaign. I played about, I don't know, continue. I played something about, 6%, neat. Like 3-4 levels, I think. So I think we should have time to play 1 or 2 levels in this video. But yeah, so Prodeus, first-person shooter that was announced quite a while ago. I would say it was one of those games that, and yeah, this is the map. This is where you started, and you know, you can go to the other levels and all that shit. You cannot select it with the mouse, but oh well. So I don't know why the mouse is available here. I guess for this. What is loadout? Oh, you can have a loadout? I didn't even know you could do that. Neat. So this is a game that was announced quite a while ago. And wait a second, what happened there? Is this a level that I already played? Yeah, I played this map already. What? Hold on, let me go back over here. Or is this all that is available on the... This is early access, but... Oh, here we go. This is early access, so... I think this was one of those games that was, I would say, within the first wave, or maybe second tops wave of old school FPS retro thingies, you know? This makes me think of the time when Iron Maiden was coming out. Ooh, is this a railgun? No. This is like a lightning gun, I think, and then this is more like a railgun. I see. Alright, I don't like that I have to alt fire for the railgun, but anyway. So yeah, this game seemed pretty promising, but you know, it was an early access. There's been a lot of displays of the development on this thing on Twitter and I guess other places, and I've been really hyped about this game because right out of the gate they said that this thing was gonna come with a level editor, and you know, that really hyped me up, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. For what they had shown on the game, there was a couple of things that didn't really do it for me. The fact that it had this whole super pixelated look and everything, and you might say, hey, wait, DBT, that doesn't look all that pixelated. What are you talking about? Yeah, because I disabled it. And that's what's beautiful about it. I was concerned that it had this, you know, this, like in Doom Eternal, the pixelation render modes or whatever. Kind of like that. It was really extreme. Everything looked so grainy, so weird. I didn't like it. But later on I learned that you could disable it when I was watching Dragonfly do some mapping for this thing. So I asked him, hey, is that disableable? He said yes, and that's when I was happy. So yeah, thankfully you can disable it, but if you really like it, you can still enable it. I don't. I really don't like it. So there's that. Oh shit. Am I gonna die? What's happening? How do I get out of here? Ah! I'm burning! Okay. Hold on, let me focus, because this can get a bit intense. I'll show the weapons in a little bit, but let me just... So that was my first concern that was thankfully removed. I was really... Oh, is that a secret? Am I finding a secret? Yes, look at me, finding secrets and shit. Anyway, regardless of the whole thing of the render modes, what is this? Nothing? Okay. The gameplay of the game, first of all, it feels really damn solid. And by that I mean both in the gameplay itself, but also the physics. It doesn't feel... I have problems with games that do feel a bit too floaty. None come to mind right now, but the physics seem pretty solid, you know? You don't feel like you're sliding, you don't... The movement is sharp. It's not too fast, but it's not terrible. You do have a sprint button, and the sprint button, I don't think there's a sprint meter anywhere. Doesn't seem to affect anything regarding the weapons. Like, it doesn't reduce accuracy, it doesn't stop you from reloading or anything, because yes, there's reloading in the game. So the sprint reminds me of Doom 2, well, I mean Doom, the old school Doom. Run button, where you can just hold it and be running for days with no issues. Nothing changes other than your speed. It's a little weird. I think there's a toggle so that you don't have to be holding it, but you have to kind of do that on the setting. You cannot do it in game. So there's only one button for sprint. It's either hold or toggle. I have it as hold for the time being because I do like the difference between walking and running. So that's fine by me. Automap acquired. Oh, we gotta talk about the automap, but in a second. The weapons, at least what I have so far. So you start with your fists. You only use them a little bit to kill one enemy, but they're not great. They're really big, like right in your face, literally. So I don't know, I'm not in love with this, but then again, you don't really have to use them at all, so that's fine. Then you have your pistol, which I like the sound of the pistol quite a lot. And it's a projectile base, it's not a hit scan. And if you hold out fire, you do this thing and it's a burst type of deal. Now you can see on the right bottom side my ammo counter and the clip. And you can see that indeed you do have to be reloading often. But it's not terrible, reloads seem to be fairly quick, so not a big deal. And even though this is meant to be, you know, like an old school shooter, and oh my god, old school shooters didn't have reload, I don't feel that that's too bad. It kind of reminds me in many ways, not only because of the weapon in this, but in many ways the game as a whole, of Doom 3. So take that for what you will. I would say Doom 3, but faster, more action. So then you have this gun, I don't remember what the hell it's called, but basically you pick it up and you pick both of them. You cannot get just one of them. Now with primary fire, you fire one, out fire fires the other one, and you can fire both of them. You can see that it has this mechanic where if you're firing both, your accuracy goes to hell. I mean, more than usual. So keep that in mind. If you just want to go full berserk mode, you need to be fairly close to the enemies, or you can just attack them from far away and with a bit of single shots that are accurate, relatively accurate. So that's for that weapon. Then we have the sound. Is it the same? Almost the same as the pistol. I like the sound quite a bit. I don't have a problem with it. And I talk about the sounds because then you have the shotgun. I'm gonna go for the shotgun. The shotgun, I don't like that sound very much. It's not bad, but you know, I don't love it. It doesn't do it for me, honestly. So you have your regular shotgun shots, or you can charge the alt fire and throw some sort of a slug that will deal a bunch of damage, and on top of that will burn the enemy a little bit. You can see I'm gonna do it against this dude, and it's damn strong. It only uses one single shell, but it deals like twice or more the damage than point blank shotgun shell. So keep that in mind. So the alt fire, I wasn't convinced at first, but once I learned how goddamn strong it is, I'm loving it. I've been using this weapon more for precision than for shotgun purposes, but you'll see actual gameplay in a little bit. Then we have the minigun. The minigun is another one of those weapons that the sound doesn't quite do it for me. It's not bad, but it's not quite there for me either. That's just the primary fire. Secondary fire, just get the thing spinning and then you can fire at will, you know? So there's that, kind of like the Gatling rotator in Doom 2016. Or I guess that's a relatively common thing. Then we also have the rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is what you expect, except the rockets are fast. Pretty damn fast. Strong, explodes, and the outfire detonates the rockets midair, which is neat. I've never been a fan of detonating rockets, but you know, it's there, so it's usable. And then I just got this weapon, which I really haven't tried. We were discovering that it's sort of a railgun. So the primary fire seems a bit like a lightning gun, but not as accurate as a lightning gun is in Quake. Oh, it has a chain? I think it has some sort of chain lining, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And then you have the old fire, which seems to be a railgun. Does it pierce through enemies? Yes, it does. Alright, that's cool. It doesn't use a ton of ammo. Alright, that's neat, except that I would love if you didn't have to zoom for the railgun. But yeah. Alright, so that's it for the weapons, at least the ones that I have at the moment. You will see them more in action. The monsters, well, I mean, I guess you'll see them as I go. These guys are the... we named them the Not Imps, and then Avernus, that was with me on the stream last night, named them the Impa Limpas. Because they're not imps, but they want to. Alright, so I'm gonna restart the level to actually play proper. I think that's enough of me trying to really badly explain what the hell this game is about. And just have some gameplay so you can see what does this feel like when you're actually playing it. For the most part, I've found that I use the pistol quite a bit because the primary fire is the clicker type of weapon that just click as fast as you can and you will shoot quite a bit, and it's pretty darn accurate. So I love this pistol, I gotta say. The sound is good, the accuracy is good, the fire rate is good. So I find myself using this quite a bit, but sometimes it's good to just, you know, pull out the shotgun and do a little bit of mess. You can see that this game, and this is something I was kind of figuring out yesterday on stream, that, I mean, take it for what you will, but I feel like this game has a lot of Brutal Doom DNA on it. I don't want to say that it was inspired by Brutal Doom. Maybe it was, I don't know. But this whole thing with the lots of blood everywhere, stains of blood everywhere on the floor, and paint the town red and all that type of deal like this, makes me think a lot of Brutal Doom. And also the enemy dismemberment. Like, you can shoot down the arms. I don't know if it's exactly location damage. Like, if you shoot the arm, you blow up his arm. But it definitely, at times, you can blow parts of the enemy. Mostly the arms, I've noticed. I don't know. Like right there, no arm. Now, I said that these guys were like imps, but they're like imps on steroids. They're pretty damn aggressive, and they're actually kind of tanky. I don't think you can kill them with a single shotgun shot in the face. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, no, you can't. So they're tankier than you would expect for an imp type of deal. And you're gonna hear me talk about a lot of Doom monsters, because this is something that was pointed out before, that this in a way feels like a Doom mod. Like something that is Doom but heavily modified, but still retaining a lot of Doom in it. And I would have to agree, because I don't know if you saw, but I killed also some enemies that were just basically Lost Souls. They were flaming skulls that charge at you and explode on your face. You have the imps, you have the shotgunners, you have the pinkies. Well, they're not pinkies, but they're also bull type of demons. So yeah, there's a lot of Doom feeling to this, and I'm not sure that that's a bad thing. Like I said, I was talking to Avernus about this whole thing. Here are the pinkies type of deal. And he seemed to dislike this quite a bit. Avernus, if you're watching this, what's up, dude? And he was saying that this feels too much like Doom for him to be interested on it as a separate game, you know? But honestly, I don't see that as a problem. I like Doom, and I like this game that feels kind of like Doom, not quite, but pretty close. So I'll keep talking about that in a second. I didn't pick this up because that's the Automap. And the Automap is something both really neat and really annoying. This is your Automap. And the Automap is pretty much like you can see the whole 3D structure. So I was saying that this is both pretty neat and annoying because, you know, seeing things like this, I guess it helps you to realize, like, oh, I remember this area and all of it. but the automap is not exactly very clear. Like, you have to go deep into the map to figure out, oh, I need to go there, or where was the thing? Oh, was it over here? So you need to navigate the map quite a bit. And not that that's bad. What's bad about it is that this is the fastest you can navigate it. It's really annoying. It's really slow. So that's one thing that I'm not loving about the map. And overall, I don't feel like it's readable enough where it helps you. So you get the automap. Really neat effect when you pick it up. And now you can look at the whole of the map if you can navigate it. But like I said, this is really damn slow. So over here it shows you where you haven't been. But again, it's kind of difficult because it shows you so much detail. It can be difficult to read, like this. Oh shit, this is on the way, so I need to see through it. That kind of deal. That's something I'm not loving about the automap. And in fact, I really haven't been using the automap at all. I'm navigating this game as if it didn't have a map because it really doesn't help me at all. And I don't know if that's just me or anybody else would think the same, but yeah, that doesn't seem very helpful. And these are the Caco demons, by the way. I mean the not Caco demons. Yeah. Well, let me use this thing so you see it in action a little bit. Now maybe a bit later. So one. Oh well, he was already weak. So remember, these guys take 2 shots to die. When you use the alt fire, 1 shot is more than enough. You can see that it sets them on fire, so there's that. Let's do some rocket for good measure. There are the lost, I mean the totally not lost souls. These imps, even I feel like they look and act a little bit like imps in Doom 3. I don't know. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I needed 4 shots to kill that thing, but if I use the alt fire, it only needs 2. So it's about twice as powerful when you use the alt fire. It does take a while to charge, so that's the downside. There's the shotgunners. And there's also guys with miniguns, which, if you thought the chain gunners were bad in Doom 2, the minigun dudes over here are fucking crazy. But they don't seem to be common, at least not at this point. Not so far. So the game is performing great. Don't take that as a statement on the optimization on the game, because I do have a pretty beastly rig. So it's not like I would notice if it's running a little worse than. Like, I don't know if it's very demanding. Don't think I'm making a comment on that. I wouldn't know. First world problems, I guess. What else can I talk about the game? Okay, I'm just gonna press the switch. Oh, the fact that it does have a level editor. I haven't delved into it, nor I think I will really, because you know I don't have a whole lot of time to do some things here and there. But what's cool about it is that this game is in early access. It's not a finished product and all of that, but shit. All right. What, they let me continue from here? It doesn't restart the checkpoint? No, I think it just let me continue. Interesting. Not sure I like that. I would rather redo the fight. Which is, I mean, again, it's a complaint that I had since with Doom Eternal and the extra life system, but whatever. I want to see how strong this is. Does it hit both of them? Yes, it does. Oh, and somehow I killed that guy with 1 shot. How did that happen? Alright, I don't like the primary fire too much of this thing. Although having the capability of the chain lightning that becomes kind of AoE, that seems cool. So yeah, having a level editor, I do expect people to already be creating maps for this thing, figuring out the map editor, and starting to create things. And that's one of the reasons why this game hyped me up so much originally, because of the... Oh, there's the guy with the minigun, and I missed! Alright, hit that now. Having people being able to create their own maps, that's just fantastic, because that would provide me more levels to play. And, you know, a lot of people hated Snap Map, and I've talked about this in great length before, but I'll just mention it quickly over here. that a lot of people hated Snap Map because, yeah, it wasn't perfect. It had a bunch of issues. But the one thing that it did was allow me to play more Doom 2016 than I would have otherwise if it didn't have Snap Map at all. So while this is a completely different thing, the point that I'm trying to make is that having some way to create some content for the game to keep on playing, even if it's not gonna be, you know, as high quality as the original content by the developers, still, you know, the the original Doom has survived this long because people made so many maps for it, and you keep seeing things like that. I don't know if Prodeus will live for long enough, you know, to have constant streams of maps that's made by people, but it definitely will provide more levels to play, and that's something pretty cool. And the fact that I will be able to create some myself if I ever find the time, that seems pretty dope too. Now you can see that these are sprites. I don't know if you know, if you're not familiar with this game at all, you might notice that these sprites seem a bit too many angles. What is this? Well, it's a trick of the engine, because the reality is that they're not actually sprites originally. You can turn it off and use models instead. So you'll see when I find enemies again that they're actually models. They're not sprites. It's just that the game can render them as sprites, which in my opinion looks pretty damn dope. Well, these are still sprites. I don't know if... There's a weird mixture that some things are sprites, like my weapons are sprites. It seems that the pickups are sprites, but the monsters... No, these have to be 3D models too. Probably just doesn't trigger immediately, or I need to change level. I know that monsters do trigger immediately, but maybe the pickups don't. So I'm gonna play with with models for a little bit and see if something changes. We'll figure it out soon. Oh shit! What? Where? What did that? Oh. So there we go. Now you see them as actual 3D models. And you can see more detail on them because, of course, it's a 3D model. It looks dope. It looks nice. But I definitely like a lot having them as sprites, just because, you know, call back to my roots. So yeah, I guess by now you can definitely see that a lot of the enemies are... Oh, because it charges, that's why I could kill them with one shot before, right? They're analogous to... Is that the word I'm looking for? To Doom monsters. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Doom comparisons over here. And I mean, I don't think the developers were trying to hide this at all. The fact that the D in Prodeus looks like a Doom D, I don't think that the developers will be too upset with people comparing this game to Doom, because, you know, it's a lot like Doom. Hold on, I'm curious if there's something here. No, this is where I came from, right? Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to find some secrets here and there. This is not a secret, but at least I get some armor. So like I was saying, I don't know if you can see this through the gameplay, but it feels pretty good. It's there's exploration, there's some fights, there's some arena. Oh, new enemy. I haven't seen this dude. Oh, damn. Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Oh yeah, and they just let me go on from this point. I don't think I like that. I would prefer if they would just restart me on the checkpoint. Oh, so they gonna keep coming? I have to kill the dude? I don't know what this guy's analogous to, but there you go, he's dead. Maybe I should be using this a bit more. So I like a lot the blood spurts. I don't like all this all over the top blood everywhere. That, I don't know, just never did it for me. I see that a bunch of Doom mods have that as a selling point, like, and lots of people also used to ask me, maybe that's why I don't like it. So a lot of people would be like, hey, but why does the floor and the ceiling doesn't get stained in your mods and all of this? Like, who cares? I guess some people care. I just don't. Oh no, that's like a key of sorts. Thought I was picking something crazier. And also the game seems to have like a billion weapons. Not a billion, but it does seem... Is it gonna kill him? See, these goddamn barrels are no good. And also the shotgun reloading is very much like a Doom 3 reloading. In Doom 3, the weapon reloaded more than one shell at once, and here it reloads like 4. So the reload is quick. And like I said, I guess some people could have a bit of an issue with reloading in this game if it's supposed to be, you know, old school and shit. But I don't have a problem with it. I actually kind of like the reloading mechanics. Just because they... Oh shit, I'm gonna die. They, I wouldn't say force you, although I guess it's actually what it is. But they make you, you know, have to pace out a little bit how you're shooting and take a little bit of a breather and be like, okay. Can I jump over there? Am I gonna find a secret or something? No, wait. Where am I? Alright, I could go back, so fuck it. Alright, now can I jump up there? Alright. I heard it. Where? Was it outside? Oh no, it's over there. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I can jump up out there. I need some help. Okay, there's some armor. Oh, this is a secret. Nice. Oh, you hear that sound? That dipping? That's the exit. I had to learn this the hard way because I was streaming when I first heard that sound and I kind of freaked out and like, what the fuck is that sound? Where's that coming from? Because it sounded like it was outside of my headphones. And I literally took them off for a second and like, what was that? What was that? And when I couldn't figure it out, then I just kept playing and then I heard it again and like, oh, it's the game. Oh, I see. Right, so I guess I need to open this somehow, right? Oh, no, it's open over here. Duh. Exit. Yeah, all right, there we go. All right, so that's one level of Prodeus with horrible explanations by me, but, you know, that's fine. And I'm playing, by the way, I'm playing on medium difficulty. Rate this map good. Sure. Continue. Because, you know, I like playing games in the normal or in, I would say, intended difficulty. Because that makes it a bit more, I don't know. It makes it, in my eyes, it makes it, you play it at the skill that you're supposed to as a new player to this game. I'm pretty sure I could probably deal with it on a higher difficulty, but I like playing it with the standard difficulty first. Figure out what the game wanted to do or wanted me to do. All right, we're in the next level and these things are still sprites. So I guess this might actually be sprites with a bajillion rotations. Because I don't think there's an option to change anything else. It's just this one for models instead of sprites. Oh, and by the way, minimal heads-up display. The heads-up display actually looks like this, and I hate it. I don't like this whole thing about the visor type of heads-up display. So that's not my thing. So I'm also glad they allow you to have just a where was it? Gameplay. Have a minimal heads-up display, and you can actually adjust also the size of the heads-up display in there. What did I have it? 0.6, I think. That's better in my eyes. I mean, glad that they have these options. Definitely glad. Oh no, that's controller. Duh. What else do we have on settings over here? Oh, you have this thing to set up the effects. What I was saying, you have scan line, you have CRT, you have pixels. Post-process option. I don't know what any of this means. Dither, SSA, I have no idea. So I just leave it like it was. We have the audio. Options for the gameplay. Hide the heads-up display, hide the weapon. Field of view, it started at 80. It was horrible, so I changed it to 95, and it seems pretty good. I'm not sure if this is vertical or horizontal, but whatever it is, 95 seems to do it for me. And here it is, a sprint toggle. So, yeah, I'll have it off. It's fine. There's something for unlockables, but there don't seem to be anything in there. So, all right, we're good. What's that? Oh, you can open it. Ah, oh, I see. Providing me with some ammunition. So, visually speaking, oh yeah, did I switch it back to sprites? No, it's in gameplay, right? I don't know why this thing would be in gameplay as opposed to video, but okay, whatever. I don't know, I really like the whole thing of sprites, even if they're fake sprites, but it looks dope. I suppose that's where I have to go. Yeah, because there's nowhere else to go over here. Alright, cool. So yeah, I find it weird that some of the pickups are sprites while the enemies can be 3D models. I don't know if that's... because it seems weird to me that they would have made so many sprites. That needs the blue key, okay. They would make so many rotations for these pickups. It seems strange. So I think they're also models, but for some reason they're not changing when I change the settings. So same thing with the weapon. I don't know if they are sprites or they're models. The way they light up with environmental lights and all of that shit, it makes me think that they're models. But then again, what was this game? Oh man, I forgot. The sort of hexany old school FPS that came not too long ago. Well, that one uses the sprites for weapons, and they have some crazy shaders that makes it look quite a bit like as if they were models, precisely because of how they light up. Oh. Am I supposed to destroy this? What was I supposed to do? They sent me a message and I didn't read it. Yeah, I think I have to keep shooting at that. Yeah, alright. It's going red, so I think I'm doing fine. Oh, okay. Out of rockets. Yeah, those dudes are pretty slow. And dead. Cool. Alright, I'll be trying this a bit more because, no, might be fun. And also there's like 3 shotguns. When I was setting up my keybinds, that's when I saw that there's the shotgun, which is the one I have. There's apparently a super shotgun, and there's also an auto shotgun, so... Oh, no rockets, right. You don't have a lot of rocket capacity, so... One thing I also wish the game allowed you to, and I think this is feedback that I need to give to the developers, to allow you to bind more than one key to an action. Because, as I always say, I like to have fire, or shoot, primary fire, whatever, as both mouse 1 and spacebar, depending on the weapon that I'm going to use, is which key I use. Oh, some rockets, cool. But since you can only have one key, I have to go, of course, with mouse for the time being. So even though it's early for me to try to be saying what I like, I mean, if I like the game or not, as in, do I recommend this game? My answer is simple, yes. This game already, to me, feels pretty good. And again, the user-made content that I haven't looked at, but I will at some point. Just, it's such a big selling point for me. I really hope this game blows up, because if it blows up, it will be in everybody's best interest, because there would be more people making maps for it. Oh shit! Ah! Ow! Ow! And more maps for it means a lot of reasons to keep playing it. One thing I'll say about the weapon sound that, you know, I've been criticizing that, oh, this doesn't do it for me and everything, is something I also mentioned yesterday on the stream, that I said the same thing for Doom Eternal, so I always say the same thing. The weapons, and oh, you know what? I also said the same thing for Quake Champions, and look at me. It's just that the first impressions may not be great, but over time, I guess I just get used to them, or I actually learn to appreciate it. I don't know what it is, but in due time, I'm like, all right, that's fine. And for example, right now, I still don't love the Doom Eternal weapon sounds by any means, but I don't hate them anymore. I used to be like, oh, that's garbage. I still like the Doom 2016 weapon sounds more, but I can tolerate and actually can enjoy the Doom Eternal ones, so that's fine. So take it with a grain of salt when I'm talking about the weapon sounds. Well, take everything with a grain of salt that I talk about, because, you know, it's me, but like I was saying, the physics of the game seem good enough where jumping like this, like I was jumping, feels pretty comfortable. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm gonna fall and oh, this is shit, or no. I really like how the physics feel. Oh shit. Nah, I can do it from here, right? Now, you know what? Here's some of this. Oh! Alright, well, don't get that close, I suppose. Ah, yes, and I have to continue. Alright. So, yeah, definitely. Automaps need some assistance for readability, in my opinion. I wish they allowed you to restart a checkpoint instead of, you know, like... Oh, that one remained open. Cool. Instead of just go back to the checkpoint and continue exactly from where you died. It's like, nah, let's restart this section. Blue key acquired. Lockdown activated. Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Please proceed to kick the living shit out of them. The one thing is that of course, I play a lot of Doom Eternal in Carrot Took, promotional stuff. So I'm really used to double jumping, and I feel like double jump. It's not that I feel that it's missing in this game, because I'm not saying that this game needs to have double jump, but my brain goes into this looks like Doom, so double jump. It's fine. I don't think double jump is necessary here. Feels pretty good as it is. Oh shit. These guys don't seem very dangerous at all. They're not really common either, so they're hardly a threat, I believe. Yep. Yeah, I like the old fire of this shotgun. The reticles is what seem a bit too big. I wish you could make them not necessarily smaller, but thinner, so that the lines aren't as big. That's my complaint about the reticle. Hello, Mr. Impa Limpa. Also, in some dark areas like that, it's like, do I have a flashlight? Oh, no, wrong game. This isn't Doom 3. Another complaint that I have with the game so far and this one don't pay too much attention to because I don't know if it will hold up later on, is that the environments, well, I mean, this one looks nice and all, but it seems like there's only one theme to the environment. Well, two, I guess. Tech base and rocks. So that seems to be the extent of the environments that... Oh, was that the exit? Oh. Oh. All right, sure. I'll go with good. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it could just be that right now the part of the game I'm in this moon base or whatever the hell this is, and so it makes sense. There's rocks and there's tech base because that's the location that I am at. So maybe that's what it is, and maybe there will be more variety on the you know, the theme later. I don't know. We'll see. So, all right, I think this is where I'm gonna have to leave this video. I know I want to play a bit more. Actually, let me know, guys, in the comments right now. If you're enjoying this type of, it's not a review, it's not really a review, but you know, this type of my thoughts on the game type of video, because I surely enjoy just talking shit about things. So let me know if you're liking this type of stuff, but also let me know if you would like to see an actual playthrough of the whole thing from the beginning to wherever it ends, you know, kind of like I do with Doom Eternal and all that shit. So there's a series on it. Let me know if you're interested on that. So yeah, my finishing thoughts on the game, which I already said, but okay, why not repeat myself? This seems pretty goddamn fun. Like I said, it's on early access, and I think it's something about $10. Honestly, I think it's worth it. If you like Doom and you don't mind that game that very obviously it's heavily inspired on Doom, and it's not afraid to show it, I would suggest you to play this game. If you're liking what you're seeing, that is. Maybe you don't like the aesthetics of the game. I don't know. That's why I wanted to show you a little bit, just to see if you're interested, and because we have to support this type of games. Because, you know, old school and with a level editor. What else could you ask for? But yeah, all right, so that's where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will be seeing you in the next episode of whatever the hell I'm gonna record. Until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. Yeah.